Hey guys, this is Z, and from today we are going to try to release daily, probably not daily, but trying to get daily videos of basically subtleties on slides and basically everything else that I got for free. So you can stay home and mind your own magic business. So today we're going to do how to practice pinky count and my subtleties on pinky counts. I see a lot of people doing pinky counts that I personally think isn't the greatest way to do it. Although, when you do pinky counts in real life, you're probably going to tilt your hands to cover the popping motion. But in videos, because we're trying to be the best, in videos it shows that cards pop up like this. Mine doesn't pop up that much, but you get the point. And I think even if we can cover it in the real world, I love sleight of hand more than magic itself. So I'm trying to get everything done perfectly. So I can't allow myself to do cruel pinky counts, even if no one can see it. I can't just be ashamed of myself for doing cruel sleights. So let's get down to it. First thing we need to talk about is avoiding this popping motion from like poop, something like that. So first thing you can do is to use your ring finger to minimize the action of the card. So without the ring finger, you can be like, it's not that huge, but depending on how much pressure you're putting on, it can be huge from here to up, something like that. So if you put your ring finger over there, I don't know if you can see it. It's very minimized. And when you're practicing it, just be aware of where your middle finger is, but try not to put too much pressure. Because if you put too much pressure on your ring finger, then you can't really pinky count. So just when you're watching TV or something, just try to stay aware of your ring finger's pressure and just keep practicing this. And another thing is, I see a lot of people put too much pressure on the edge, the corner of the card. So you don't really need to pull the card like this in order to get clear pinky counts. All you need is just, let me try this. You're not trying to bend the deck and then pop each card to separate them. You're just trying to, how do I put it? Trying to pull the card while leaving one card on the top instead of pull everything and pop each one of them on the top. So the difference is if you pull the card and then do it, there's a delay of that card from being pulled down and then coming up. But if you try to leave one card on the top while you're pulling the deck, you see how much quicker and smaller the movement is? Something like that. So if you use this method, then you don't really need your ring finger to hold the top card because the pop isn't too noticeable. And another thing is sometimes we need to count more than 2 cards when you're doing that, but we don't have enough speed and accuracy can drop as the amount of cards you're trying to count goes up. So I'll put it in. So when we're holding it in dealer's grip, it's something like this. Pinky is resting about here. But if your hands are big enough, or you can stretch your fingers wide open, try to get to the corner as much as possible, because when your fingers are here, you get the maximum accuracy because you can feel each card going out from your fingertip. Because if it's on the side, the feel isn't too noticeable, but it's on the corner. You can feel each card going out from your fingertip. Now, now, if you have mastered pinky count, 该怎么说呢? If you, so either way, you can still use your pulling down and boom, 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 or use my method. I won't claim it mine because I'm pretty sure a lot of people do it too. Grammar. Anyway, so just leave one card on the top and boom, boom, boom. Let it be really soft. So for counting only 2-3 cards, you can still use whichever method you prefer as long as the popping isn't too noticeable. So if you still prefer to use your old way of just pulling down and boom, 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 then try to be aware of your ring finger to minimize that popping action. So I don't know if you can see it, it's already popped. See? Or if you don't want to be too aware of your ring finger, you can just get used to using minimum force to count cards. Another thing is, this is one of the most crucial problem that we have to overcome if you want to get videos done on social media platforms, because in real world we can just cover it or use misdirection, boom, boom, boom. We can't really see it, but in the videos we can see the top card moving because the frame is just so small. People can notice every single detail of what you're doing. So when I'm in the video, when I'm trying to do a pinky count, this is too suspicious because the frame is so small and this huge thing becomes like this, then it's instantly suspicious. So to overcome that, I still do normal pinky count, but the problem with pinky count, the problem is you can see the top card popping. As soon as that card is there, no matter how many cards you pop under there, it doesn't show. So all we have to overcome is the top card. How to do that? Just get used to how much distance the top card travels when you pinky count. For example, mine is like this, from here, there. So if I want to do that in a video, it's noticeable. But if I tilt my wrist slightly toward my right side, then it's not too noticeable. It's still visible, but it's much better. So again, something like this. All this effort is put into making a great video of yourself doing your best sleight of hand. And just in case there is some people out there trying to count more than 2-3 cards, I have a little game that I used to play with my friends. It's so this is start, and we each count 1 card, 2 cards, 3 cards, 4 cards, 5 cards, all the way until 9 cards, and let's see who gets there faster, and anyone makes a mistake is instantly disqualified. So this is something like this. So 1 card, 2 card, 3 cards, that's 4 cards, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So let's see how I did it. I haven't done it for like 2 years, so that's 1 card. That's 2 cards. That's 3 cards. That's 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, that's 6 cards. Shit. That's 6 cards, alright. And there should be 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cards. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 cards. I just made a mistake, but it's a little fun game that you can practice, play with your friends, and it will get you better. And in the next video, I will teach you a fun any card at any number. So stay tuned and see you next time.